Hey there. So, if you picked the card for wanting more follow through and momentum, I want you to know right away you are not alone. One of my favorite phrases, especially if I'm falling short or if I see someone I care about struggling, is this: "Oh, how human of you." I love that phrase because it just interrupts the shame and it reminds us that difficulty with follow through is not a personal failure, it's a part of being human. So, whether it's a personal goal or a work initiative, it's so frustrating when you know where you want to go, but you feel stuck when it comes to actually getting there. Something that's really helped me make sense of that friction is a framework called the working genius. And it's based on this idea that we're all wired differently, and that's a good thing when it comes to how we get work done. But every stage of that work matters. So for some people, they genuinely get energy from finishing things, from checking boxes, crossing things off the to-do list, and pushing those projects across the finish line. In working genius, that's called tenacity. And for those who have it, follow through can feel a lot more natural. But for others, and I'll raise my hand here, follow through and momentum just take a lot more effort. It doesn't mean we don't care. It's not that I'm lazy or uncommitted. It simply means that it's not where I get my energy. So naming that brings so much freedom and it helps release that sense of guilt and self-criticism. And with that self-awareness, I can stop trying to force myself into systems that aren't working and I can come about it in a different way. So that might look like clearer structures, shared accountability, bringing other people in and collaborating with their strengths, and designing momentum rather than trying to just rely on willpower. So this shows up at the individual level and it shows up at the team level too. Because a lot of times teams are struggling not because they lack vision or effort, but because the strengths aren't aligned with how the work is currently trying to be done. Through Allie Jones Consulting and as a Working Genius certified coach, I help individuals and teams discover how they're wired and then the best part, design ways of working that help support real follow through and sustainable momentum. So, if you're tired of beating yourself up and ready to find new patterns that actually work for you or your team, I would love to talk with you about that. You don't need more discipline. You just need alignment.